I think we're working. I think we're good. I think we're working. I think we're grooving. I think we're doing everything after some technical difficulties that left me unable to do anything. It seems like we are good to go. And so, in that case, Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to an episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. And here we go. We're going to break down the free agency craziness that was today. The video's already out, and all of the thoughts, all of the breakdowns, all of the stats are there. They're there. People are joining now. They're ready to go. They're joining in. We got to take pictures for the grams, for the Twitters, for the everything. Let's do it. Let's do it. Everyone say cheese. Everyone say hey, ho, ho, hey, ooh, hey. I look like a scared pony in that one, so let's just do blue steel. There we go. Yes, absolutely. You're all in it, and you all looked beautiful. What's going on, everybody? How we all doing on this crazy Tuesday? Crazy Tuesday. You blinked? Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, Vikings got Barr back. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Waste all that money. Waste all that money. Yep. Packers is Mr. Steal Your Girl because they stealing people. They stealing Amos. They say, hey, Amos Lee, come on over. You're upset about Clay Matthews? Don't be upset. Just be happy with the time that we had with him. And then don't be sad. And then you'll be good. Hold on. Let's see. We are live. Oops. It would help if I could spell. On YouTube for a free agency Q&A. All right. Let's freaking fracking do it. Let's get down to it. Do we re-sign Cobb? Not that I know of. And again, I wouldn't really be too surprised if we don't re-sign Cobb. And I wouldn't... I mean, I love Randall Cobb. I have his jersey. I love the man. But considering the injury problems, I think he's out the door. I think he definitely is. Are we getting a tight end in the draft? I would not doubt it. Now that we've kind of addressed some of our major issues in free agency, I think I wouldn't. We could potentially use it at 12. I wouldn't be too surprised. We cut Tom Grossi as coach. He might do that himself. So, missing Clay Matthews again. I'm happy with the time he spent with the team, but his numbers really haven't been great over the past couple of years. So, he's kind of have to go. So, we are live on YouTube for a free agency Q&A. Boom. Okay, we're good now. Now we're good. We posted on everything. Yeah, Hawkinson, let's do it. I'm good with it. I'm definitely good with it. So, would rather give up Sheldon Richardson than Anthony Barr. Yeah, really? Well, Richardson also hasn't played to the kind of caliber that you've wanted him to. So, Kyler Sackrell. So the question is, how does the signing of the Smiths affect the role of Kyler Sackrell, otherwise known as Kyler Fackrell? I think it gives it, again, obviously he had a breakout season last year that not many people were expecting, but I think it'll give him the opportunities to be rested, to kind of swap in and out, and that's what it should be. So I think I don't see him be disappearing completely, but hopefully he'll just make the most of his limited opportunities. So, and you got to keep those people happy, and rested. Yes, we got Adrian Amos. It is beautiful, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I think he is a steal. I mentioned him in the safeties video, and I think he is a total steal for what we got him for. I mean, again, these numbers are most likely going to change, but 4 years, $37 million, I mean, hells to the yes. I will take that all day, every day. And the kid is 25? Yeah, 25 years old. Absolutely. I'm very, very happy with that. Definitely. Let's see what else we got. David's here. Grossi Posse, what's going on? Juan, what's going on, bud? Want to bring back Sam Shields. I love me some Sam Shields. I really do. Trade Jimmy Graham. I wouldn't be surprised if they hold on to him for this season just to kind of see if he's able to rebound a bit. But if he doesn't, then yes, cut the man. Cut the man. Don't sign Bell. No, absolutely not. Everyone who's saying re-sign Bell just because we have money. No. 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 We have Aaron Jones. We have Jamal Williams. We don't need it. Aaron Jones is going to get all the carries. He's going to be over 1,000 yards rushing this season. Hells to the yes. It's going to happen. Yes. Grossi Posse versus Nagler, Madden, when? I don't know. Waiting on Aaron Nagler. Waiting on you, Nagler. Waiting on you. I'm ready. Again, I haven't even played it on Xbox. I'm ready. Kind of. Sort of. If you've seen Coach, you know I'm ready. I'm in the playoffs in Madden. Andy, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. What else do I want to see happen? Again, for free agency, I'm not seeing any big splashes being made. I could be wrong, though, because who would have freaking thought that today would have happened? So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of just like shore up some depth, maybe some O-line depth, maybe potentially getting a wide receiver. I don't know. I don't really want one, but we could. There's always potential for that. But I think we're going to be relatively quiet now. I mean, and I think that's okay, considering that we like essentially broke free agency. I don't want Jared Cook. And the reason, and listen, I like Jared Cook, but he also, was injury plagued during our season. Obviously, he's done really well with the Raiders. But the reason why he's done so well with the Raiders last season is because they literally had no one else to throw the ball to. I love you, Jordy. But Jordy was non-existent besides one random week. And so that's why he got so many targets, so many opportunities, and so many catches. So I think considering how much Aaron Rodgers likes to spread the ball around, it really doesn't make sense to get Cook. And plus, I'm tired of going into free agency and getting these veteran tight ends when we could just get somebody who we can draft and develop and hopefully develop into a good player. And you know what? If that's the case and we spend, our 12th pick on him, then hell's yeah. You know what? Let's do it, because now that we've addressed all our other needs, let's just get the best available player at 12. So I'd be very happy with that. Let's see. Cut Tremont and re-sign Breeland. I definitely think we need to re-sign Breeland. Yeah, absolutely. There's also an article I just read about re-signing Muhammad Wilkerson to a year, so making that D-line even better, considering we already have Mike Daniels, we have Kenny Clark. Now we're bringing 2 outside linebackers into the fold who can get to the quarterback. I'm decently happy about our pass rush, and I'm excited to see it. I really, really am. Where is Tome? No one knows. No one knows. Right? He's not on his couch, and he's not in there, so... Can you and Nagler have draft party together? Probably not, just because I'm super busy those few days. I'm also going to have to see Avengers Endgame during that time, which is just lining up, and it's going to be terrible timing. But, yeah, I like, literally just die during the draft putting out videos, so... Dak Ford, what's going on, bud? D. Ford, I've seen his name obviously float around. He's going to be really expensive, and considering, the investments we just made... Maybe, but I think after today, it's a little less likely. Ron, you changed your name. It's no longer Aaron. But thank you for checking out Allergic to Fun from me, Tom Grossi, debut comedy album. Do it up. Let's see. Randall Cobb get traded? Not that I know of. I mean, who knows? Things have been moving so fast today. I don't think he's been traded. No. He's not. At least what it says, thankfully. Not yet. Brett Favre coming out of retirement? I'd watch it. Adrian Amos is that good coming from a Bears fan. Yeah. See, I agree. Okay, buddy. I agree. I think what I've seen of him, God, I love how hard he hits people. Because again, that's what we were supposed to be getting with Clinton Dix. And I remember when we drafted him, that was what I was most excited about. I was like, man, he's going to be a super aggressive tackler. It's going to be amazing. And then that just didn't turn out to be the case at all. Which, by the way, we got Preston Smith from the Redskins, obviously. Don't forget, we also got a 4th round pick for Clinton Dix. So, winning. Who's going to start opposite Amos at safety, Josh Jones or Kendrell Bryce? I'm assuming they're going to put Bryce back there, which is why I think we have to draft. This is why I wouldn't mind spending, the 12th pick on a safety if the value is there, just because we do need someone. Kendrell Bryce, and the limited time that Josh Jones has, it looks like, for whatever reason, I mean, besides obviously playing issues, that Mike Pettin's not really too high on Josh Jones. He came out last year talking about how frustrated he was of not getting playing time. So, I don't think he's a long-term solution, unfortunately, unless he has a huge comeback season, and I don't see Bryce obviously being a long-term solution. So that's what I mean. If we definitely have to pick up another safety via the draft, hell, maybe even two. I know people are talking about like Earl Thomas, and he's saying that he wanted like 15 mil a year. Maybe you take a stab at it. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Sign Golden Tate? No, over my dead rotting corpse. Geronimo Allison? Yes, staying, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I want to see more of Geronimo Allison. He looked like he was off to a great start last year before he got injured, so absolutely. I'll take that any day of the week. Yeah, Packers are going best player available at 12 and 30. Yeah, random days, I agree. And that's what I think I'm most excited about. Obviously, I'm excited about these new guys, but the fact that like we were in a position when it came to draft time that we had so many holes to fill. That's what she said. When it came to pass rusher, when it came to safety, and now we've taken some of that stress off of the draft, and because of that, we can now go ahead and actually draft the best player available, which is what the Packers' mentality and bread and butter always is. And so that doesn't change now, which I think is definitely a good thing. Yeah, Bears still have Eddie Jackson and Prince of Mukamara. Yep, and Eddie Jackson like got the majority of like the looks last year, and then he was like the highlight of that secondary. But now, yeah, I'm very, very excited to at least get Amos because, again, he deserved that money, and I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the team. How much do those autographed helmets cost you? God, I got these years ago. I want to say it was like $150, $200, something like that. It was years ago. No Golden Tate. Devin White, yeah, I saw his name pop up more and more now, and I think that there's potential that it happens. What's your opinion on D Ford? I think I put him in. Yeah, he was put in, I think, for the top free agent, one of the top free agent videos that I did. And again, obviously the offsides thing was kind of like what he's known for now. But from what I remember, I mean, the guy can obviously play his ass off. I think he's going to make a ton of money wherever he winds up going. Let me see. Where is he? I'm telling you, I definitely have him. There he is. Yeah, he's only 27. He's been in the Pro Bowl once in 2018. 30 and a half sacks. Yeah, 102 solo tackles, 36 tackles for a loss. Yeah, I think why not? But again, he's going to cost a lot of money. He's definitely going to cost money. Are you saying now that the Packers will win the North next year? I'm not saying that. I'm not guaranteeing that they're winning the North, but I will say that they're a hell of a lot more competitive now. Definitely more competitive. So we'll see. Let's see. That's true, Ron. It is true. Oh, yeah, and again, by the way, for all those who are still interested, the Packers shirt, Packcast shirt is on sale. Merch on sale. 20 more days, and that's it. Go on bonfire.com/Packcast. Pick up. I'm going to be grabbing a hoodie real quick to keep myself warm on these cold winter nights. Oh, Ray is back with a $15 donation. Says, hey, Tom, how was to sit in class and watch all this happen and not be able to do a damn thing? So does these signings raise your hopes for next year or about the same still? Okay, first of all, Ray, thank you, and thank you for the donation. It's been a while since I had to say that since we haven't been live streaming. Yeah, today I have to say was one of the most frustrating days. Obviously, it's very exciting news, but frustrating that this stuff was like popping off at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I do not get out of here until 3:30 in the afternoon. And I drove very quickly home and basically like threw everything and was like, okay, we need to pop off this video. But yeah, it was incredibly frustrating, and I was upset to say the least. However, it does raise my hopes for next season, absolutely, because, I mean, again, for as long as you've been a fan of this show, whether it's 5 minutes or going on 5 years, I have complained about not having a pass rusher. Now we have 2, and even if one of those guys works out, I'm a happy person. We've addressed safety. So, yes, my hopes are definitely raised. Mike Pettin coming back for another year. I'm very, very excited. I think our upside is very, very high. What's my opinion on Honey Badger? Guy deserved to get paid. I would have loved to see him on the Packers, but that man got paid by the Chiefs and just makes that defense more intimidating, which is where really the only place where they needed to improve. So, Mimar got the hoodie. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. Very much so. Tom Grossi's son, $1.99. Jane took the kids. Jane took the kids and feed me. Listen, bud, I tried to feed you some leaves. You didn't want it, so don't be picky. Under my house, my rules. And if I'm going to give you some damn leaves, you're going to eat them. Thank God I was sick today. I know, I wish I was. Will the Packers have enough cap space for Earl Thomas? Now, I was taking a look at some of the cap numbers, and again, these are all like rudimentary, and they're all subject to change. But it didn't look like it's going to get worse, like, next year with the cap. But this year, we do have money to sign somebody besides, obviously, whoever we wind up drafting. So we definitely could. It's just a matter of, is it worth the money? I mean, with Earl Thomas, I think you take a chance on him. Listen, if we're being aggressive, let's be aggressive. Let's go all the way. So I'm totally down for it. Anthony Barr going back to the Vikings, I'm happy for that because Anthony Barr has not impressed me over the past couple of seasons. Obviously, the big infamy around him is injuring Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, just like his play alone, when I was looking at his stats, I didn't really think that he wasn't on a trajectory going up. So, for example, all these guys that the Packers did sign, all of them had their best years last year. I don't think you could say the same about Anthony Barr, and the fact that he essentially went back to the Vikings and cost them even more money, I'm okay with that. Use all that money up. John Wilson apparently staying with the team, so I'm very, very happy with that. So, absolutely, Daniel, we had a speed home. Should I get a Jair, Amos, or Adams jersey? Ooh, Adams for the longevity, he's going to be there for a bit. If you want to get crazy, go Alexander. That's what I would recommend. Amos, I'm always hesitant on that. So, Brosini, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Jaden, how are you? You are going to regret what you said about Anthony Barr. Probably not, but we'll see. I think your cap space will regret it a little bit more. OBJ? No. No way, OBJ. No. Is Ty Montgomery going to have a job next season? Only if kneeling in the NFL, is really gone forever because he doesn't know how to take one. Maybe it's one of those flag guys that moves the first down marker. Maybe. Who do we overpay for the most? Great question. Again, just looking at the rumored contract numbers, Preston Smith at one point it is going to hurt us. I think it was $15 million. That's going to hurt. So if I had to pick anyone right now, I would say Preston Smith. But hopefully we're able to look back on this and we didn't overpay for anyone, and we just had a good deal on everybody. That's obviously the hope. Are the Steelers done for without AB? Nope. I think I mentioned this in the Antonio Brown thing earlier. I think the Steelers, I don't want to say are just fine. They obviously still have some holes on their team, but they have the running back that they need. They don't need Le'Veon Bell, and then they also have Juju Smith-Schuster, who I think is going to fill in for that number 1 role and just wait for someone else to emerge for the number 2. So, what does the signs beat it? We're close. Love it. Sean Johnson, $1.99. Thank you for the donation. Said, I'm going to buy a number 69 Grossi jersey. But don't taint 69 with Bakhtiari. That's Bakhtiari's number, that beautiful man. But I appreciate it. Hit those likes buttons. Thank you. Tom Grossi's son, I can't eat dirty leaves with dirt on them. Well, then I guess you continue to starve. Thanks for the donation, even though it's probably just the allowance money that I give you. Let's see, the hot dog guy outside the stadium for Ty Montgomery. Yep. Absolutely. And Donovan Sue? No. I don't think he would ever be welcome in a Packers locker room, to be completely honest, after what transpired of him stomping on players and stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out well. Mark Ingram? Yeah, I don't know where this started and why he's being associated with us. I don't want a running back. Have I lost my mind with that? That's a legitimate question. I mean, obviously in other aspects. But have I lost my mind and I don't want another running back? We have Aaron Jones, who has shown that he could be a badass running back. We have Williams, who filled in nicely for Jones when he was injured last year. Why do we want Mark Ingram? No, seriously, why do we want Mark Ingram? Le'Veon Bell, at least I can understand. The guy's a super dynamic player. He's a great player. But why? We have running backs. No. If I had to say, there's big holes that I need to address in free agency, it ain't a running back, Chief. It ain't on running back. It ain't. It definitely ain't. Sure, get a late one if you want to in the draft. That's fine. Release the actual schedule, like game by game? No, they did not. So, Juan, you're 100% correct. Yes. Let's see. What's a good backup QB for the Packers? We need one. That I would say, you know what, you want to go spend a little bit of money on? Do that. Nagler, I think, was actually airing his disappointment on Twitter about the Saints re-signing Bridgewater. That would have just been funny. I would have just gotten the giggle out of it. But, yeah, I actually hope Bridgewater has a good career considering all the terrible things that happened to him and his leg. JWK, what's going on? Game of Thrones thoughts? I am so hyped. So hyped. All the hype. I literally cannot wait. Game of Tom's coming back April 14th. Hold on to your butts. If you don't watch Game of Thrones, consider letting your butts fly free then. Continue to do that. Tom Grossi's son, yes, you are in prison. Absolutely. Let's see. No. Juan, no. I understand that Jones got injured, but no. Atheist, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Out from the Discord. Nathan Peterman, obviously. Geronimo Allison, as far as I know, is staying with the team. So, yeah. I don't want to spend money on Mark Ingram. I really, really don't. Really, truly don't. Trade up in the draft for Devin White. I wouldn't say trade up for him, but if he falls at number 12, considering what we did today, I say draft him. Absolutely. Why not? I'm the GOAT. Thank you. What's great not to have to think about people talking about AB going to the Packers. Oh my God, yes. If I got one more question about Antonio Brown going to the Packers, now I just need Le'Veon Bell to be signed, and then we're good. then it goes away forever. I do miss Matt Flynn as well. I do. Would you be interested in an offensive tackle at 12 and cut Bulaga? I wouldn't cut Bulaga, because when he's healthy, he's awesome. Obviously, health is an issue, but no, I say keep Bulaga, but definitely I think you have to get more depth at offensive line. Do I have an AFC team? No, I just have the Packers. Will Antonio Brown be good on the Raiders? That's a great question. I don't know. And I mean that. I really, really don't know. Because I think he's just going to get double covered. And they don't really have a solid number 2. Again, I love you, Jordy, but it looks like he's a little bit past his prime. So unless they draft a speedy wide receiver, they get a wide receiver, like, you know, who knows? Maybe they draft Devin White. Then I could see that. But AB was... Again, put up those kinds of... AB is great. He's a phenomenal player. But one of the reasons why AB is so good is you do have Juju Smith-Schuster, that there's too many... And you had Le'Veon Bell. Like, there's too many people to cover. And so because of that, AB's always able to get open and get a lot of receptions and get a lot of looks. But now, considering Carr is going to be looking at AB every 5 seconds because there's no one else to look at, you know, he might struggle. Aviator, yes, I am going to stream more often, especially as we start getting closer to the draft. As free agency starts to wind down a little bit, I know it just started. We'll start doing some mock drafts and things like that. I would assume the first one is going to be next week. If I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be next week. But yeah, we're going to be streaming more, especially after Coach is over. Coach takes a lot, and that's over in 2 weeks. So yes. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Oh, Jesus. Why did I read that? Why did I do it? I don't want Golden Tate on my team. I don't. I'll still never forgive him. Hawkinson, Fonter Smith. Hawkinson, I'd probably say. Amos betrayed us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Should I flip out if the Vikings don't get an O-lineman in the draft? Yes. Cut Nick Perry. Goddamn right we did. Yes, we did. Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl for the next 7 years. And then you turn off Madden. Do I think the Packers will bring back Cobb? I don't think so, but maybe they'll give him like a 1-year deal. Why do I dislike Nick Perry? As a person, Nick Perry is a great person. He did a lot for the community. He helped out on Green Bay a lot. What I don't like is, and this is through no fault of his own, the guy got paid, but he had an amazing season back in 2016, had 11 sacks. Before that, didn't come anywhere close to that. And I know sacks is not a complete accurate number, but that's essentially why we gave him the money. And he never lived up to that. He was constantly injured, and so he just didn't live up to the payday that we gave him. So it just doesn't really make sense. Yes, re-sign Breeland. I really want to re-sign Breeland. Definitely do. Do I hate the Cowboys? No, they're just the Cowboys. So, We'll see. Let's see. Jade Grossi, we need to talk about respect in the Grossi household. The problem is I don't know if that's actually my real wife or not, because I mean it could be, or they just changed it. I don't know, and it's kind of messing with me right now. I love you, honey, if that's you. If not, I still love you. Let's see. Kendricks and Lewis gone. Is that just Brad? Is that actual like information, or is that what you're thinking? Because again, Lewis. So here's the thing. Okay, so now we have Lance Kendricks, right? We have Mercedes Lewis, and we also have Jimmy Graham. Mike McCarthy did not know how to use tight ends. I'm hoping with Matt LaFleur, he knows how to use tight ends, so we haven't completely wasted these people's time and our time. So I still think you draft a young tight end from the early rounds and then call it a day. That's what I think. So we'll see, though. Resign Breland and Wilkerson. Let all other free agents walk. Yep. The Bears can't pay Howard, let alone Bell. Am I a bit scared of the Lions' D-line? Flowers is a fantastic player, but even though they're like destroying us and they've won the last 4 games against us, the day I become afraid of the Lions, oh wait, that day won't happen. Let's see. Will the Packers make any more signings? If they are, I think they're going to be small signings. Who knows? It could be crazy, but not to be rude, Grossi, but I'm a Bears fan, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Retro, you didn't reciprocate my love, so love rescinded. Love rescinded. Aviator, in that case, I love you too. Let's see. How do I get mod? Show up more. And that's it. It's easy. Don't do anything dumb. Let's see. Give me a good reasons why Mark Ingram would be a negative look. How Mark Ingram worked with Alvin Kamara, paper copy of Aaron Jones. Okay, let's talk about Mark Ingram, and let's put this to bed. Mark Ingram, his age doesn't do him any favors. When he's on the field, right, it's pretty good. He worked really, really well with Kamara. I drafted Kamara this year, and he won me a championship game, so I understand that, and I get it. But in that case, you then have 3 running backs in which you have Williams, Jones, and Ingram. I don't think you need all 3. And again, if I am going to actively spend money in free agency, running back is not my top priority. So it's not the fact that Ingram couldn't help us. It's that I think there needs to be money that is spent elsewhere besides the running back position. That's how I feel. That is how I feel. Lions are aggravating. Yes, I am very happy with who we got, though, so far. Yes, I definitely am. DFH, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Do I hate the 2018 season? Wasn't great. I mean, for me, it was pretty good. But other than that, no. It wasn't good. So, let's see. I don't know why people want Mark Ingram. I don't. Bowman, thank you for the $1.99 donation. Say, I'm a Vikings fan. What should we do in free agency in detail? Restructure Kirk Cousins' contract. But seriously, looking at your team as it is right now, yeah, I think you have the problem right now with like Dalvin Cook is you thought that he was going to come back and light the world on fire last year after his injury. He did not do that. So maybe you take a look at Mark Ingram. And then for the love of God, I don't want you to, but get an offensive line. You really need to get an offensive line because it's a complete waste of $84 million to have your quarterback back there, and you allow him to get just massacred every single time. You have the wide receivers, right? You need the offensive line, and you got to hope that Cook is able to rebound. But that's like the severe weaknesses I see right now. You have a big question mark at running back. You need to work on your offensive line, though. Throw all the money at offensive line, whether it's through the draft, free agency, and or both. You need to do it. That's my thing for you. Luke is here. What's going on, bud? Good to see you. What do we do at pick 12 now? Safety and pass rush has been addressed. I don't think you ignore it. The very simple answer, without giving you an actual player that will be coming, is best player available. That's it. And this This free agency has allowed us to do that. You draft the very best person there is. Ray, I love you. How do I think about the schedule, of our opponents and stuff like that? I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. But, again, with the current team and seeing what we do in the draft, I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. I have sources that tell me that the Packers are still in the mix for Cordell Patterson. No, I don't want him. Unless Mason Crosby's just going to make him fumble again. Papa Chubbs, yes, you have Kamara. You shouldn't be upset about anything. Kamara is a freaking monster. He really, really is. What do you think the Lions need? Oh, God. What do the Lions need? That's the thing. I'm not a Lions fan. I really don't know what you do with the Lions. And what I mean by that is, on paper, they should be a good team. But they're not. I feel like, obviously, their secondary could use some work. You could get some more high-powered offensive targets. But, they have guys like Galladay. I don't know what the hell you do. Protect Matt Stafford for being murdered. How about that? But that's what I got for you on that one. They're a conundrum to me. I will never understand what they are. Best free agent today is Adrian Amos, by far. By far. Let's see. What halftime show is worse, Super Bowl 45 or this year's Super Bowl halftime? Oh, Black Eyed Peas when the Packers won the Super Bowl or this year's? This year's was just disappointing that we didn't see Sweet Victory, but I think overall, and yeah, Adam Levine was really bad. He just took off his shirt and was like, it didn't help you sing any better. Black Eyed Peas were really bad. They were really bad. My heart is saying, right now, just because it's or my mind is saying right now, just pick this year's Super Bowl because it's fresh, but 45 was bad. Really, really bad. What I think about the AB's trade and what the Steelers got for him, I think that, again, for the 3rd and 5th wasn't the problem. It was the amount of money and the new contract that teams were hesitant about. So, the Steelers got what they got, and they wanted to deal Brown, and they did. So, it kind of is what it is. But I think they have the pieces to kind of pick it up and do fine. By the way, real quick, nice happy-go-lucky story in the NFL, because there's not too many of them. Ryan Shazier is going to continue to be on the Steelers roster, which I think is freaking awesome of the Pittsburgh organization to do that as he continues to heal and who knows, maybe even return. I think that's just such an awesome story that he can keep all of his health benefits and things like that. I think that's the awesome part of the NFL. Definitely. Kevin with $2 donation says Brett Hundley is heading to the Cardinals. Is he really? Is he really? Oh my God. Is that for real? Or is this a joke? Could be available via trade for Cardinals. I really hope that's real. I really, really hope that's a real thing. I really want it to be. Because I think that's hilarious. They're like, hey, we're going to get rid of our potential quarterback who could get better for Brett Hundley, who could chew gum. Oh my God, that's phenomenal. Oh, I love that. I fracking love that. My heart wants Randall Cobb, but my wallet and kind of my realism is saying no. But again, he does have that connection with Aaron Rodgers, which does make him valuable. So we'll see. Why don't I like Golden Tate for Green Bay? Because I will never, ever forgive him for the Fail Mary. Simple as that. Simple as that. So where do I think Bell is going to land? Again, I still think he's a Jet. But who knows? Maybe the Ravens will pick him up. The Ravens have lost everyone else. It is our wallet. It's true. What is in your wallet? Rosen, I don't think will be on the team. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, no Golden Tate. Cobb is going to be a Raider? Maybe. Yes, Resign Breeland. Yes, re-sign Breeland. I can't freaking talk right now. Braces in my mouth. I'm rolling all my R's. Yeah, so what do I think the Packers need right now? I still think they need a safety. They still need O-line depth. They need a tight end. And then potentially wide receiver in the draft as well. I think those are the big ones. AJ Green, we won't do it. Rosen as a backup, I wouldn't mind it. Develop somebody, why not? When will Drew Brees retire? when that NyQuil check finally cashes. Should we trade for a wide receiver? No, I don't think so. Cornerback position, yeah, we could use some work there still, but I think it all depends on what Jackson does. It really depends on what he's doing. So we'll see. I don't know if they'll put him over in safety, but I'm hoping that he could rebound. Obviously, he was going to need work. I said that last year, and that's why I was like, I don't want him as a first-round pick, and everyone was flipping out. But yeah, I didn't want him. So we shall see. Devin White, maybe. Trade for Jordy after this new season. I just hope he retires Addison. I really, really do. So, yeah, Jackson to safety. It wouldn't be the worst thing. It definitely wouldn't be. But we'll see if he can even do well there. You know, he gets burnt too often. So, think about Foles to the Jaguars. Yeah, man, that makes me so nervous. Because the Jaguars, like, obviously they have Fournette, who's now healthy, but I have a feeling he's not going to be good. Like, I can't really explain it, but I really don't think Foles is going to do well in Jacksonville. I think he's a very clutch quarterback, as demonstrated in the playoffs. But I don't think he's a great quarterback, and I don't think that he is a long-term solution for Jacksonville. That is my honest opinion. Can we win the division? Sure. Will we? We'll see. Do I miss Eddie Lacy? I miss rookie Eddie Lacy, and that's it. Should Peterson finish his career with the Vikings to fill the running back 2 position? Sure. Just keep all the sticks out of his hands and keep him away from his own kids. So, yeah, $22 million a year for Foles is crazy. This is just, I'm going on my pure gut instinct. Watching him play the amount of times that I did watch him play, I don't see him as your franchise quarterback. I really don't. What's the largest donations you've ever been sent? Ray, otherwise known as TXUS MC69, has done $105. That was the max, and I don't see that getting beat anytime soon. Fast food joints in Wisconsin, Miss Lacey. That is very true. I don't want to bring back Jared Cook because I'm tired of getting better in tight ends. I want to draft one. It'd be funny if the Bears fluke this year. Yes, that'd be great. Foles is slow but experienced and good enough to be an upgrade. He's definitely an upgrade to Bortles, don't get me wrong, but I don't see him being like long-term. Like, I feel like if you're getting Foles for the amount of money they're paying him, you get Foles, you still draft a quarterback and you look to like train him behind Foles. That, I think, is what you have to do. So, we will see. I miss rookie Tom Grossi. Oh, I love it. All right, Alexander, take care, bud. Good to see you. So, yeah, but I'm happy with it right now. I don't say trade down. You get who we are. We think we missed out on Suggs? No. Gronk will retire? He might be. He definitely might be. All right, gang. I'm going to head out from there. I still haven't eaten since I've gotten home, since I did a video. I really appreciate you coming out to the stream, checking out the video. If you haven't checked out Coach, I thoroughly recommend you doing so. Things are going to get crazy within the next 2 weeks when those things end. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Check out bonfire.com/packcast to check out some Packcast merch, which is available for the next 20 days, and then it's going away. And then, yeah, I appreciate all the support. I really, really do. Check out at Tom Grossi Comedy on all the social media stuff. Ray, coming back with a $5 donation real quick. Who'd you rather have, Poor Horning or Gail Sayers? Horning, all day. I love me some Horning. That sounded wrong. But yes, Paul all the way. And Tom Grossi's son, feed me or feed Jade. Jade, always. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I am Tom Grossi. We'll come out with a video tomorrow, too, because why not? I'm Tom Grossi, and as always, go up a pack, a go.